For some reason there are still people who don't know that Power Rangers will have a reboot in 2025 and that 2024 is going to be an off year. This is pretty weird since it has been talked about all over the place, but you have to remember that there are new fans that were not attached to the series and also old fans that came back with the special episode. For all these fans, I would like to inform you that Power Rangers had its last season recently and now they are going to make a reboot which will be directed at an adult audience. This new universe will have a different style, but it has not yet been defined since the only thing they have said is that everything will be for young adults. According to the theories, the new style of Power Rangers may be similar to Marvel's since both universes are very similar and basically this is the biggest audience right now in these times. Young adults who grew up watching superheroes and are now looking to see those superheroes in a darker way, but without losing that personality with a bit of comedy, drama, and action. The dilemma of all this is that they already tried to do a reboot of Power Rangers, or rather, a test for a reboot. This was done in 2017 with a movie called Power Rangers, in which 5 young people find some colored crystals which give them powers. This story is the reboot of the Mighty Morphin story, the first Power Rangers team and the best known, but it was not a complete reboot of the franchise. This is why we say that it was basically a test, possibly to know the opinion of the public and to know all the mistakes that could have been made. This movie had a pretty dark style, but at the same time it didn't lose the other things that make up the Power Rangers style, such as comedy, drama, and action. Unfortunately, even though they managed to hit the perfect visual genre to reach the same audience that the Marvel movies reach, they didn't manage to preserve the entire essence of Power Rangers. We have talked about this in several videos, and the essence of any franchise is what makes fans love it. The producers of this movie thought that the essence of Power Rangers was to have 5 young men in colorful costumes fighting a villain who wants to conquer the Earth and that these new heroes have giant robots to fight. This is only the tip of the iceberg as Power Rangers is deeper than that, and that is the most important part of the entire franchise. The essence of Power Rangers is that power comes from a power source called the Morphin grid, which seems to have a life of its own as it can decide who deserves power and who does not. The new bearers of this power must be people with a pure heart who want to use this energy to help other people and not for their own benefit. Basically, they must be exemplary people, people who lead a good life and who are willing to sacrifice themselves to save others. The power doesn't hand you these qualities, the person must already have them in order to be worthy of receiving the power, and this was one of the things they failed to deliver in the 2017 movie. I know this seems like a new criticism of this movie, but later on, you will understand why the reboot is connected to this movie and these criticisms. Another important thing about the essence of Power Rangers is that the mentor must be a very pure, wise, and powerful being who can guide the Rangers on the right path. There are important points that shape Power Rangers even though they are not part of the essence, but they are part of the construction of any franchise production. The movie delivered some of these things, but there are others that didn't do so well, and these are things that concern us for the reboot. The first of these things is Morphin, which is the transformation the Rangers make using some artifact that connects them to the grid. Even though we got to see a transformation in the movie and that entire moment had good special effects, it doesn't come close to the Morphin in Power Rangers. I'm not saying they should be the same as the one in the series, but the transformation they made in the movie was something very generic that could have been for any other common superhero. Power Rangers has always been known for Morphin, and it's something fans look forward to. In fact, one of the most famous phrases of the entire franchise is,
"It's Morphin time!
It's Morphin time!
It's Morphin time! It's Morphin time!
This is because everyone wants to feel the thrill of that epic moment accompanied by the main music of the series with excellent special effects. Another important thing for Power Rangers is the theme of each power, and that is that the grid always delivers powers with different themes to each team. The Mighty Morphin has a prehistoric animal theme and the Cosmic Fury has a dinosaur theme combined with space. The themes caused the teams to have a specific style, and this was lacking in the 2017 movie. These Rangers just looked like aliens and didn't have a defined style. This is why the Zords were horribly designed and made no sense at all, despite having excellent CGI. The theme of a team is going to define the style of the costumes, the style of the helmets, the names of the attacks, the name of the team, the morpher, the weapons they are going to use, and the shape of the Zords. This is why we can notice that the teams that have very well-defined themes can have everything with the same style, and this creates a better atmosphere for the series. This happens with all the superheroes, and we can give as an example Batman, which has a bat theme. This is why Batman has a cave, is a very dark character, wears a cape to glide in the air, and has two small horns on his helmet simulating bat ears. The Power Rangers reboot may have the good parts of this 2017 movie, such as the visual style, which is quite dark, but without losing the comedy. It can also have the excellent visual effects, which were spectacular. Another thing they can use is to create evil villains and modify some things that are not so important in the essence of Power Rangers. The danger with the reboot is that they will use the negative things again, such as not giving the series a theme, using young rebels to give them powers and providing a lot of drama with little action, which was one of the worst problems that movie had. The producers of the reboot should merge the 1995 movie and the 2017 movie so they can have the best Power Rangers product in history. The 1995 movie had the best story we've seen in the entire franchise, and the 2017 movie had the best visual effects. The 1995 movie had all the essence of Power Rangers, and the 2017 movie had all the darkness that the reboot needs right now. The villains in both movies were excellent, although in my opinion I think the villain in the 1995 movie was much better, as he got a chance to show his power by destroying Zordon and locking up Rita and Lord Zed. If they make the reboot the same as the 2017 movie without changing anything, then the Power Rangers franchise will be in danger of becoming extinct forever. Write in the comments how the reboot should be in your opinion. Like this video and subscribe to continue investigating the new Power Rangers universe.